What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Shane's Pet Paradise, where today, guys, I'm going to do a different video today. This is going to be something a little different that I've done. I haven't done this on the channel before, so if you leave a like down below if you enjoyed it, that will really help me out, and I will do more of these. And today is more of a story time type of video about how my Monster 120 Predator tank all came together. I know there's probably a lot of people wondering why I have the amount of fish I do in the amount of tank space that I have. And first off, let me take you back to the beginning. So it was sometime in August of 2019, and I decided that I wanted to upgrade my tank since I had Sunshine. Sunshine is the lemon Oscar I have in my tank. She is the first ever fish I've had in that tank. She's the first member of that. I was raising her since she was a tiny lemon Oscar. I have a video of her jumping as a tiny little fry, so I will show you that. She wasn't actually that tiny. I'm over exaggerating, but you know what I mean. Compared to how big they get, they're pretty small as a fry. Anyways, I'm rambling on. To make this story short, I had 4 Oscars, 2 albino, 1 lemon Oscar Sunshine, and 1 red Oscar. The red Oscar belonged to my old friend. I was raising the red and the albino for him. I decided to convince my dad to get me a huge 120-gallon tank. There was many other tanks. There was a 150. There was other options, and the 120. Well, it was marked out as a 110, but when I measured it, it's actually 120. That's why I call it a 120. So what made me get this one was that the fact that between the other ones I would have had to buy a canister filter, and this one came with a sump, and I've always heard that sumps are better than canisters for different reasons. So I decided to get the one with the sump, not knowing the different struggles between having a sump and a canister filter. Let me just say that having a sump can be a headache if you're not careful. Moving on, we got the tank, we set it up, and we moved Sunshine and the little algae eater in like a few days after, because I used the media from the old tank, and I also mixed in a little bit of water because I was doing a water change on Sunshine's tank. Let me just say, the smaller tank you have them in, it's just a pain. If you guys want to see the Oscar care guide, actually I'm leaving a playlist down below of all my care guides, so yeah. Moving on again. So yeah, they were in the tank, they were vibing, they were just chilling, it was good. The tank didn't have anything except the gravel, and it was just a bare tank. It was kind of boring. And then, all right, I'm trying to remember this all in correct order. And then, I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, then we went and got the bass. The bass, the smallmouth bass, was possibly as big as my hand, and my hand isn't as big, just like, I'm pretty sure my hand's like 7 inches or whatever, maybe a little bit less. So yeah, the bass was pretty small. He was exactly the shape of my hand. And I got the Red Devil and a Jaguar. Delta and Titan, those two were also added to the tank. Everybody was just vibing. I had then 5 fish in that tank, and it was pretty nice, but the tank was still bare bottom, or not bare bottom. It was just, there was no decorations, there was no bonsai, fake bonsai tree, and all those plants and stuff. Then came along Tigger, the Tiger Oscar. I'm just really trying to remember the order that they all came in, because I don't want to mess things up here. So yeah, Tigger came in. He was basically, when he came, he was he was the same size as Sunshine as a baby. Like, I have a picture on my Instagram. I'll show you guys that actually. and you could see the size comparison. He was like, what is this? Oh, this is perfect. He was like the size of this Samsung charger block. Like he was like this small, and then Sunshine was basically like a little bit larger than my hand. Like I said, I'll put the video or the photo up and you'll see the size comparison. So they were all just chilling, and I wasn't done my collection yet. I still wanted one more fish, which was the Jack Dempsey. But that comes a little bit later. So first off, what happened things started going downhill in the tank. The bass kept beating on the Tiger Oscar for some reason. The Tiger Oscar, when growing up, he was more of a target for everybody. Everybody just picked on him for whatever reason. Sunshine did a good job though at defending him, but he was just still a target for everybody. The bass kept beating on him, chasing him around, and then I decided to move the bass out. I thought, you know, I'm gonna have to release this bass and probably wait, because my initial thing was that I was going to wait for the Oscar to outgrow the bass, because I know what's gonna happen. The bass doesn't eat pellets. It doesn't eat nearly as often as Tigger did, so I thought, well, he was gonna outgrow the bass either way, and then he won't become such a target anymore, until scales started coming off and pieces of his tail fins were missing. He was a mess. So I had to quickly remove the bass into a different tank, and then I'm not sure if I don't know how this happened, but I'm not sure if I didn't clean the tank properly or something was off with the water quality, and the bass ended up getting cloud eye and died. It was a sad day because, you know, I really wanted the bass to be in there. Like everybody else was still fine, and then obviously, like I said in my last video of my care guide, the red devil just kept moving in and out of the tank until one day I actually finally got it to get along with every single fish in the tank. And then I got the Jack Dempsey. Blue the Jack Dempsey finally came home. I was doing a water change, and at the same time, that's when I got all the decorations. So what happened was I let the Jack Dempsey in, and then I put all the decorations down so that way no one claimed territory. It was like a fresh new tank to everybody, including the fish that were already in there. So the Jack Dempsey wouldn't have to face any aggression problems, and vice versa. The other fish don't have to face the Jack Dempsey getting aggressive. Everybody was just in a new area, a new environment. Albino Oscar and the Green Terror, they are roughly the same size. They're about this small when I got them. Both of them were the exact same size. Yet somehow, the Green Terror survives and the albino dies. So, I mean, that kind of gives me a feeling that, you know, I physically should stay away from all albino Oscars, since I can't, albino Tiger Oscars to be exact. So there was that, and then we were left with all these fish. And then obviously I got the pleco and stuff to help clean up crew and all that. So realistically, the way how everything works in the tank, it's actually surprisingly to watch, and it's also very entertaining and fascinating to watch. Exactly, this is how it works. Sunshine is the top predator. She's apex predator. She's top leader of the tank. And then everybody around her doesn't attack her. I don't even know why. It's like they don't fight at all. Sometimes there's fighting, but most of the time, no one ever swims in front of her face. Everybody's always beside her, or if someone's going head to head, the other fish would swim away. No one attacks Sunshine. And the Red Devil, when the Red Devil ended up surrendering to Sunshine, it became more of like, I don't know, the Red Devil became more of like a servant to Sunshine. Sunshine was like, everywhere Sunshine goes, the Red Devil follows and follows behind as like someone you don't question, your higher leader type of thing. And not even the Jack Dempsey, no one actually questions Sunshine. No one attacks Sunshine. It's funny because every single fish could go on head to head with each other, but no one goes head to head with Sunshine. And that's kind of the weird thing of how cichlids work. A lot of people say cichlids won't get together and won't do anything. They like to be by themselves, and that's not all true, especially if they're raised as a community. These guys have established a territory, a hierarchy of a pack, and so far, other than the green terror, no one else, any other fish that I've tried to add in there has either unfortunately died, or I've had to move out of a tank into another tank and then get rid of it somehow by selling it or giving it to someone that wanted it. But unfortunately, like I said, every single other fish that I put in there has been killed. And it's not like something that I've let happen. It's something that I couldn't do because I couldn't react quick enough, because by the time I got my net, even if I had the net in my hand ready to scoop it up, the fish would have already been gone and just floating upside down. So what this whole video is to explain to you guys, it's basically fish, or when owning cichlids, it's very complicated with tank mates. You can't exactly predict which tank mate will go with what fish. So all in all, the whole point of this video is basically to give you an insight of what to expect when owning cichlids and how to basically get these cichlids to work together and how I got my monster tank to work. So if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to punch that subscribe button as hard as you can if you guys are new to Join Pet Paradise. And if you guys like this video, like I said, this is definitely a new concept that I'm adding to this channel about story time, about how I got all my pets and stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed that, also leave a like and comment down below if you guys want another story of which pet. Take your guess, or take your pick. There's a few to go at. There's Sunflower, there's Cinnamon, or even if you want to know about my past pets that have died, Snowball and Max and all those. But yeah, that's all from me, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, guys.